Are you a former Amazon employee who has recently been laid off and is looking for a new career? Or are you an out-of-work writer who is either too white, too straight, or too male, or actually possess a modicum of talent, but still can't find a writing job? If you answer yes to any of these questions, well, put down that self-lobotomy kit, because with these 10 easy steps, I will turn you into a successful, award-winning Disney Plus writer that'll make Jon Favreau or Kevin Feige urinate themselves with delight. That's right, with these 10 easy steps, you too can become a cultural vandal of an already dead franchise and contribute to the destruction of modern entertainment, and above all, you'll get paid doing it. Step 1. Whatever you do, do not familiarize yourself with the source material or the canon of the franchise. You are writing this series for a new and diverse audience, so the last thing you want to do is attract one of those toxic white male nerds who grew up either reading the comics or watching those out-of-date, socially unaware movies. And remember, the more ignorant you are, the better. See Jack Schaefer for more details. Step 2. Set up a season-long arc in the first episode and immediately resolve it in the second. This way you can pad out the rest of the season with fuck all. If you're concerned you'll be writing 8 episodes of filler, well, don't be. Nobody will remember what they watched 5 minutes after it anyway. And if people call you out on your bullshit, well, just respond that they're too stupid to comprehend the brilliance of your writing. Step 3. Don't actually write a story, but instead come up with a series of loosely cohesive scenes strung together that don't actually accomplish anything. Make sure that the last minute or two is dedicated to inching that plot forward, but only slightly. Remember, you have 9 other episodes to waste people's time with. This will trick Disney Plus stans with a room temperature IQ into thinking something actually happened when it did not. And if somebody calls you out on your bullshit, unleash your legion of retards, stans, on your detractors. They will clog up your detractors' mentions for days and eventually get annoyed and go away. You can also accomplish the same goal by using bot accounts. See Kevin Feige for more details. Step 4. Make sure your human shields are on full. Given that your show is going to be an absolute dumpster fire of fail, you're going to need a human shield to deflect any kind of criticism. After all, it's not your incompetence as a writer that's tanking your show. It must be all those toxic fanboys on the internet spewing some kind of hate. So, when they call you out on your bullshit, make sure you have cast a woman, a victim of color, or a trans. Better yet, cast the trifecta, a trans woman victim of color. When criticism comes your way, you have the perfect shield to hide behind. This will allow you to call anyone who is a detractor a racist, misogynist, or transphobe, or all the above. Bonus points if you fabricate attacks on your actor by using sock puppet accounts to gin up support and sympathy. See Moses Ingram for more details. Extra bonus points if you get the actor playing your title character to make a video in support of your human shield. Even better, see if you can get your story featured on a Disney-owned cable channel, calling out those racist, misogynistic, transphobic, toxic fans. Step 5. Sideline your title character in favor of your human shield or another side character that was in a previous episode or season that nobody remembers. Bonus points if you only have your title character in the show for the first 10 minutes and the last 5 of your 50-minute episode. This will allow you to focus on characters nobody has actually built a relationship with or care about. Extra points if you use a female actor who has been recycled through multiple Disney properties trying to force their relevance on the audience. See Freckle Jesus for more details. Step 6. Now this one is key to having any successful D+ series. Now, if your title character is male, fool your audience into thinking they are competent and that the character is at the pinnacle of their career, but in reality, have them keep making stupid mistakes that not even a novice would make. Make sure you have your side female character, who is really the main character of the episode, go and prop up the male title character. After all, men need to be brought down a peg because of the patriarchy. Bonus points if you have your side female character go and save your male title character at least once per episode. Twice in the same episode if you want to change things up for the false sense of variety. Extra bonus points if you make all the male characters either stupid, incompetent, duplicitous, or a buffoon. If your title character is female, make sure to write them in such a way where they could do no wrong. There is no room for growth because they are perfect the way they are, and it's society's fault for not seeing it. Because the only thing standing in the way of your female title character and greatness is the patriarchy. If you feel inclined to give your female title character a flaw, it must be that they trusted a male and got screwed over as a result. Step 7. Your audience might start falling asleep due to your ineptitude, so make sure to include at least one fight scene. If you're writing for a Star Wars series, include a starfighter scene. The only purpose of this is to serve as jangling keys and to distract the viewers from your poor writing. After all, nothing you write serves to push the plot forward, and desperate Star Wars fans will gobble it up like a starving Ethiopian. Step 8. Make sure to include cameos for characters that will potentially be spun off into their own show. It's your job to get viewers excited for the next product. And if you keep setting up more product, you'll have a job for life. Step 9. Use member berries instead of fan service. Why would you want to appeal to a bunch of toxic fans who grew up with the franchise and now have money? What are you, some sort of capitalist? After all, you're breaking boundaries for writing for a modern audience, and that modern audience has absolutely zero interest in the franchise, but instead likes to complain about current thing. So make sure to include current thing in your season, even though it will most likely come out 2 years after the current thing stopped being a thing. After all, relevance does not matter to people with the IQ lower than a wet mop. Step 10. If all else fails and you can't come up with any ideas, just go and fire up ChatGPT and enter in some random bullshit to generate your next script idea. So let's go and give this a shot. Here is my prompt. Write an episode of The Mandalorian where the Mandalorian goes to a planet, meets with someone, gets into a fight, Baby Yoda uses the Force. Then he flies to another planet and gets into a dogfight and lands on the planet. Then he goes and talks to someone. And let's see what we get with that.
The Mandalorian encounter on the planet of Thelos. The Razor Crest smoothly lands on the planet of Thelos, a deserted world known for its desolate landscapes and abandoned mining facilities. The Mandalorian, along with the young companion, Baby Yoda, disembark the ship and head toward the nearest cantina to gather some information on the latest bounties in the area. As he enters the establishment, he notices a group of individuals huddled around the table, deep in conversation. Sensing an opportunity, he approaches the table and introduces himself. "Name's Mando," he says. "I'm looking for work. Any leads?" The group hesitates for a moment, but one of them finally speaks up. There is a wealthy landowner, Vorkin, who's been having some trouble with a group of raiders. He is offering a substantial reward for whoever deals with them. Mando nods, pleased with the offer. "I'll take the job. Where can I find Vorkin?" The group provides him with the coordinates to Vorkin Estate, and Mando sets off to meet the wealthy landowner. As he approaches the estate, he notices it's heavily guarded with several armed guards patrolling the perimeter. However, Mando isn't deterred. He makes his way to the main entrance and announces his presence. Vorkin meets him in the foyer and briefs him on the situation. "The raiders have been attacking our mining operations, causing considerable damage," he says. "We've tried to negotiate with them, but they refuse to list it. I need your help to put an end to this." Mando nods, accepting the job. He sets off to the mining facility, where he encounters raiders. A fierce battle ensues, but Mando manages to take out most of the raiders. However, he is outnumbered and outgunned. Just as things look dire, Baby Yoda uses the Force to know the remaining raiders off the feet, giving Mando the opportunity to take them out. Mando thanks Baby Yoda and sets back off to the estate to collect his reward. However, as he flies off, he is intercepted by a group of bounty hunters and crash lands on a nearby planet. There he meets a local farmer who offers to repair his ship in exchange for his help dealing with a group of bandits that have been stealing his crop. Mando agree, and together they take out the bandits. After completing his mission, Mando bids farewell to the farmer and sets off to the next planet, ready for his adventures.
I'll include the story in the description so you can go and check it out for yourself, and I guarantee you, it's actually better than anything we've seen coming out of The Mandalorian. Which is kind of sad if you think about it. And that's right, folks, you too could excel as a talentless hack by following these 10 easy steps. If you enjoyed this video, I suggest you go and check out my Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 1 review. It's probably going to be my last Mandalorian review ever.